starting with Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, cardinal Earth. Okay, and this energy is taking place in your eighth house. Yes, Capricorn. This is taking place in your. No, it's not. It's taking place in your sixth. I thought I said something was going on in somebody's sixth already, unless that was Saturn. I hope I did not mess somebody's houses up. Though I'm pretty sure somebody would have said in the comments, "Boro, wrong house." I'm sure I would have caught that. I hope that didn't happen. All right, but so Capricorn, you got that all this energy taking place in the sixth house right now. You got all this energy taking place in the sixth house right now. So yeah, there's some changes taking place with the workplace. There's some new. It's gonna be a whole new intrigue and inspiration for some for a new work system, a new way of working on something, new project building, new experimentation. You got Jupiter up in the sixth house now, so it's going to be a level of expansion coming with dealing with your work routine and agenda in some type of shape or form. There's going to be some type of expansion going on with your work routine. So any type of environments dealing with the workplace that feels constricted or whatnot, there may be some frustration in different phases of this transit, but some type of shape or form, Jupiter's going to be like, yo, you know how to work on something like this. You know how to build something like this. Maybe that's our way of navigating this situation in some type of shape or form. So Jupiter's going to be pulling, especially when the Jupiter gets Jupiter starts tightening up a square with Saturn in Pisces. That's gonna be more so next maybe this time next year. I mean, I could fast forward right now, but it should be like around. Yeah. No, actually it's going to be sooner than that. It's probably going to be like around New Year's time. It's going to start getting into a real little tight square with Saturn and Pisces, maybe. All right. My math might be a little off. But with that being said, yeah, there's just a lot going on right now. Capricorn Sun rising when it comes into tightening up that sixth house and allowing this to be an efficient space for personal aspirations, goals, or anything new that you're trying to create and build in general. There's a lot of new opportunities learning how to build things in this sixth house through other people. Sister Amber G, Jason, Michelle, Sister Mish in the building. All right. Lord have mercy, sacred artists. I miss you, just seeing you in these aisles regulating the church. All right. So Capricorn right now, there may be a lot of new people. It may be certain people in your life bringing some guidance and insight, especially this whole Jupiter phase. Even though Jupiter don't like being in this house, once again, it wants to expand and don't like pattern and regimen and routine, and that is restriction to Jupiter. So Jupiter want to explore here. So that's why I just said what I was saying about the whole frustration theme with stand the third. But when it comes into these energies in this area, being in Gemini, this is definitely a time where there's could be opportunities manifesting with relationships, not too far away from home, familiar relationships, providing some type of insight that can help you navigate something in the workplace, navigate how you gain stability right now. So they may be playing out as all different type of opportunities in that space, but nonetheless, the theme here is making sure that all information and knowledge that you have on healthy wellness practices is established right now. And right now, it's very important right now, Capricorn Sun rising, to make sure you understand how partnerships may have an effect on your mental health right now. It may be a huge influence on Capricorn Sun risings. Also having taken your time, because once again, there's a lot going on. Things real fast into Jupiter, expanding things in the air sign, Gemini, and having Mercury in a sixth, having a Mercury influence in your sixth house already, Capricorn. So you got all that going on. But you have to have discernment, make sure you're not sped up to build things or project build with people, you know, against your decision making process, people being very persuasive to get you to participate in things with building things, and or getting you to participate in anything, and that's taken away from schedule, keeping regiment 6th house things intact. Jupiter does have a strong influence on like holistic health and, getting a bit more onto the spiritual side of things, dealing with your energetic diet in this house. So that's going to be an important theme all this year. And the sun, moon, and Venus and all that may just highlight this around this time, helping you see how you pour love into your 6th house. Venus is in here. So you may be doing a lot of experimenting and trying to work on different things to, build a relationship, keep relationship in a healthy space. You may be trying to bring new work methods into your relationship. Now, this is going to be really important from a love perspective because Capricorn Sun rising, you got all this energy going to 6th house project building, experimentation, science, all this energy of alchemizing things and seeing the building blocks to things. And then all this energy is conjunct Venus. And now when it comes into something dealing with love matters, and you're pouring this you're giving this effort to have this new system to tighten up your relationship with somebody that's in third and is not being received around this time, that's going to be something to take an eye out on. That's something to not take lightly. I don't think nobody should take anything lightly. I don't think any sign should take anything lightly with a new moon conjunct Venus, and you trying to extend the love, and motherfuckers don't want to. They act like they don't want to receive it, or they don't want to participate in some love making with you, in some love building with you. I'll take that as a huge sign around this time, because anything that feels like a strong sense of rejection is either something we have to detach from, or we have to slow it up, because it's Saturn influence. So it's not always completely detaching and eliminating something. It could be a full restriction and boundary we have to place on something, but it could also be having to slow up the pace of something to gain more of a grasp of reality. So when it comes into my Capricorn Sun rising, I see that going on in the 6th house. Make sure the effort that you're placing into trying to build a new system in a partnership that is reciprocated by the parties in that partnership. Now, Saturn is hitting the 6th house. Saturn's hitting the 6th house from the 3rd. Yes. No. Yes. Saturn's hitting the Saturn Pisces in that 3rd house, hitting the 6th. So, it may be certain mentalities in your surroundings, activity in your surroundings, responsibilities, priorities you feel like you got to uphold in your surroundings, or certain friendships, social circles that impact on your schedule and regimen, impact on new things, that new system you want to bring into your schedule and regimen. So that's going to be important. Also seeing how, the lack of intent, the lack to structure or build stability in people's lives that may surround you, or people that don't, are not attentive towards their responsibilities and their reality in general. It just may be a highlight on these type of individuals or environments around this time, so you don't adapt none of these mentalities here. All right. Saturn is a year down in the 3rd house. It may have already placed a restriction or detached you from close friends, maybe you're surrounded in some type of shape or form, either in an isolated space in your surroundings, or you've been outside of it a lot in some type of shape or form. And the relationships close to home may have some space, may have a little resistance in them right now, maybe part of things dealing with your development phase that you're in right now. So you got to see how that impacts the relationship with the 6th house, and seeing how, just helps you to filter out how you go about dealing with certain people in this area who can participate in your schedule, regimen, and how other people affect it. All right, Capricorn Sun rising.